Hello, and welcome back, guys, to the latest edition of Football Fanatics. Me, Arun, and Gokul are back again in this week with Game Week 11 results and whatever happened around surrounded that. And we had a great set of Game Week games. I mean, on Game Week 11, and we'll start off the biggest of them all, the oldest Manchester rivalry, Manchester United versus Manchester City. How bad was the performance, Gokul? Because I want to know from you because I remember Liverpool coming to Old Trafford and toying with your people and winning 5-0. And Man City came, felt worse because they had the ball whole time.
Yeah, it was as expected because we know Man City are not going to score many goals because they don't have an number nine, perfect number nine to score the goal. But we know they were going to give a footballing lesson to United. They were not going to give away the balls. They will be keeping the ball, keeping the position, passing around. Yeah, it was such a. I think it was more horrible than Liverpool performance because
Mm.
in the performance at least we got a bit of ball, but here it was like
Here there was nothing. There was nothing. I was watching the whole match. I was expecting. I was a bit optimistic as a Chelsea fan. I think that Ole might do something there. Man City might drop certain points, but there was absolutely nothing. First half, apart from that shot from Ronaldo, I think there was
okay.
nothing. There was absolutely nothing.
And the
The,
second half, we didn't even get to the opposition box. It was
hmm.
that bad.
And that error from De Gea was amazing in that match. Save it could have been 4-5 nil if not for him, but he should have saved the second goal. Personally, I feel because
Yeah,
that was
but
just too lazy from De Gea and Luke Shaw.
I think it would not have mattered much because all anyways we were losing. But but another interesting fact is De Gea faced like more shots on target from his own
Hmm.
defenders. United had more shot on target on their own goal compared to
Now the
opposite. They just
opposition. This is
one shot.
terrible. This is terrible. When teams around you are consistently improving by improving their players and managers, and United sticking with Ole, and this is one of the most terrible performance, most toothless performance I've seen from United for a while. Actually, there was absolutely nothing from United this whole game. Whole 90 minutes, there was nothing. Man City were so happy with having the ball. It could have been more,
They were
and
just
United
passing.
had nothing in that whole game. It was so bad to watch them actually in the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah, but it was expected. That is the most more horrible thing because we know City were going to pass around, and they had just it was an easy match for them.
Mm.
Like they just came, they played like they had. It was like they attended a training session. They didn't sweat. I think they
They
didn't sweat.
absolutely they didn't even make a substitution in the whole game. That was so
Yeah, that's
surprising. Pep Guardiola didn't even make a substitution. When asked in post-match presentation, he said he didn't need to. I mean,
yeah because they were not tired because they didn't have to work hard, so they were not tired. They were
the-
fresh.
um, this
Long
was
activity.
really bad to see from Manchester United and Harry Maguire losing ball so easily in that half. There was and talking about United, they I didn't see a single proper attack going from United ends. I mean, they could have done, but there was nothing. Absolutely, there was no pressing. Okay, there was no defensive actions we saw from them. It could have been 4-5 goals if not for De Gea. What are we seeing from Ole in this team that we are keeping him on? And United board comes out and says that yes, we don't have any plans to sack Ole. This is absolutely terrible from Manchester United board.
Yeah, the interesting fact is they played with five at the back and put into defensive midfield. So total seven defensive players, and they couldn't defend. And so with that team, we don't expect United to score many goals because they were not going to get the ball
Mm.
forward. They didn't get. I think only two or three times we reached the opposition box. It is the least after the Premier League era started. We reached
Mm.
the opposition box four times at
This,
home. Manchester Derby, we are talking about
yeah, you're talking about
this.
Manchester Derby, which used to be such a big affair, and now you see you are almost a given that Pep Guardiola is come going and win, and he did the same thing. Dead by 1,000 cuts, people are talking about. That's what. This was what one of the performance I saw again from Rashford, say from Ronaldo. Ronaldo again going forward, nothing. He didn't have the ball. He wasn't getting any servicing again. had one shot in the game, and that's what Manchester United came closer to score. Apart from that, there was not a single player who tried anything in that whole game.
Yeah, yeah, that's what. Like Ederson was simply standing there and watching the game. It was like
Mm,
a great experience for him, watching from the close. And yeah, Ronaldo didn't have much impact. Bruno Fernandes didn't have much impact. In fact, yeah, nobody had impact. It was like at least David De Gea made some couple of saves. Apart from that, United were not there. Simply, they
Fans
were
should be
like
calling for
really
Ole's
bad.
head right now, because it's done for him in this club. Because you can't keep him as a United, as a memory of the Champions League. You just can't keep him for that sake, because it's already gone. You're already what 9 points away from league leaders Chelsea. There's already huge. I mean, West Ham are above you with that squad, which is, I think, which is way less costly than your back line. And
Yeah,
this is not what you expected from Manchester United, and still your board keeps keeping him on, and there is nowhere to go now. You have lost Conte, you have lost Eddie Howe now to Newcastle United. Now there's really limited numbers of coaches who can actually substitute Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now.
I don't think they are going to sack Ole now this season, because if
Mm,
they would have sacked after Liverpool match, or at least right after the City match, because it's been 3 or 4 days still they didn't sack.
mm,
So they are going to stick within the season, and it's going to be horrible to watch this season, because next match is Watford.
mm.
Okay, somehow they might win this. Then it's Chelsea, then Arsenal. I think every match they are going to lose. And
Arsenal are looking
the
far better than you guys right now.
yeah, and the biggest part is like the difference between fifth and 15th is like 2 points. So if we lose a couple of matches, then we will be ending up at 15th position.
Because top four might be really tough now, because you have
Yeah,
Brighton, you have West Ham, you have Everton, you have Spurs, all vying for that fourth, fifth, and sixth spot. And United, if not careful, they might drop down to sixth or seventh.
yeah. Like if it is like the current trend, then of course we are not going to challenge for the top four, because we are
Mm,
that bad. I think top 10 will be great if we are performing like this, because there's no performance, there's no spirit, team spirit, there's nothing. And yeah, earlier it used to be like some of the managers today, they like the opposition team had accepted defeat before they stepped on to Old Trafford pitch, because of the crowd, because of the wide area and the team they had. But currently, all the opposition team coming to Old Trafford are looking for the 3 points, because it's
mm,
that easy for the opposition team. It's
Yeah, I know.
That's such a horrible thing to happen for a team like United. It was a fortress. Old Trafford was a fortress for United. Now it's turning out to be a graveyard
Yeah, it's
right now.
absolutely imminent that Manchester United change their coach right now, because sticking with Ole is only going to reduce more points this season than gaining anymore. You see, like teams like Arsenal, Spurs right now getting that Arsenal resurgence of Arsenal. I mean, 9 games unbeaten now, and you have Spurs on their side who have got Conte, and I'm sure they're going to improve. So top four is becoming tough, because West Ham are already there now. They're about Liverpool, and a surprise, and Brighton are
Yeah.
already doing well, so it might be easily for you to slip down out of European places, probably in Conference League, maybe below if you keep going down. And this is not what you Manchester United fans expected when they got Ronaldo in the start of the season.
Yeah, that's what the start of the season. The transfer window was so good, but the performance even from the first match, it has not been up to the mark. We
Mm,
have defeated some like ordinary teams like Leeds, Newcastle. We got some goals in the first couple of matches. Some and all the fans like got carried away. They thought it is going to be there, but still, even in those matches, there was like defensive errors. We are not in control even in the even Newcastle match, Leeds match. We are not in. We scored goals because those teams were bad in defending. From the first match itself, we had like warning signals, but
yeah.
yeah, Ole didn't fix it. But they like Sancho. They were after him for 2 years. They got him for 75 million. He's not getting game time. They got Ronaldo. They got Varane. What else they needed? I think this was the best transfer window for United in like couple of years. Not, I think after Ferguson era, this was the
Mm,
best transfer window. They got all the players they wanted, except the CDM. And still, this is the like this is what we are getting as a result.
Yeah, I mean, when you see the manager list in Premier League right now, we have top 4 best managers in the whole world right now playing in Premier League, and you have someone like Ole going against them. It's not easy. It's not easy, but and yet you still stick with him. But this is not a charity. Again, this is not a charity. This is Premier League, and Manchester United club who has 20 league titles shouldn't be actually looking this way. They are regressing worse day by day in the league. Actually, what we see from Manchester United.
Yeah, yeah, there is no comeback. I think this season because I think they should. Yeah, I think Ole should like step down, even if the board are not saying. At least he should step down because he is like he was a player of United. He would be loving that club,
Mm.
and the club is not going anywhere. He should accept the defeat, and I think he should step down. If he has some love for the club, then at least he should step down, even if the management is not sacking him. Because it's that's evident because they are not going anywhere. They're going backwards. Day by day, they're going backwards. Not on the results. Forget about the results. We are losing. It's okay. But if
There's
you are
no
playing
game
well,
style. There's no playing style when you watch
yeah,
Manchester United play. I think, yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
definitely think he should actually step down if he's not being sacked.
yeah, yeah. If we are playing well and we are losing, then it's okay. We can accept it. But we are nowhere in the game. We are not getting the ball. At Old Trafford, the ball position is 70-30. We are just had 30% of ball position.
Mm.
I've never heard of. And
That's
we
never heard
couldn't.
of from Manchester United.
And we are trailing 2-0 at halftime. And in the second half, we couldn't even get to the opposition box. Then why are we playing football? To simply, it's like horrible. I don't know what Ole is thinking right now. And he's still thinking because I will do my best when I am here. I don't get that. Yeah, it's very like horrible right now.
Yeah,
I
that
think
it's absolutely abysmal situation in Manchester United. Let's move on to the other side of Manchester City. They were absolutely brilliant in that game. Again, coming close to score to 3 to 4 goals. How good do you think they are actually this season right now going forward?
yeah, the thing is they're giving the position. They are playing the well, but they're struggling to score goals. That is
Mm.
evident because with this United, they couldn't score much goals. They could only scored 2 goals. One was an own goal, another was a mistake. Apart from that, they couldn't. They created chances, but they are not finishing off the chances. So
Mm.
going forward against bigger teams, I think they will struggle to score the goals.
But that was a fantastic performance from De Gea. Let's say it was an off
Yeah,
day for De Gea, it could have easily been 4 to 5 goals actually.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, still, but I think with the position, I think they had 70% position. They
Mm.
didn't like created much chances. Yeah, they had the position. They played well. They passed around. They did brilliant in that. But the finishing, I think they have to like in January they have to fix something. They have to
Mm.
buy a striker because going for in knockout like Champions League knockout stages, they will be needing a
Yeah,
number
they'll be
9
massively missing a striker there, I feel. Yeah.
Yeah,
But let's be honest, Pep Guardiola has never played any striker apart from Sergio Aguero when he was at his prime. We haven't seen any other proper striker in that team. So maybe this is the way
yeah,
Pep wants to play with like probably 10 midfielders in the game. So yeah, you never know. But still a great game from Man City. All 3 points from Old Trafford. Absolutely pathetic performance from Manchester United again.
yeah.
Let's go to the next game. We had at London Stadium, West Ham versus Liverpool. West Ham were absolutely amazing and sizzling that game. 3-2 win for
Yeah,
West Ham after 11 Premier League games.
that's brilliant. Yeah, because like a great start for them with that corner going in of
Mm.
Alisson Becker. I think from that they got the confidence because scoring early is great. But then Alexander-Arnold came up with the beauty of a free kick. Oh, it was a great free
Mm.
kick
I
from
mean,
Arnold.
we have come to expect that from Alexander-Arnold. Whenever he
Yeah,
isn't really in close range, he has a great strike.
yeah, yeah. We expected it to go in. Yeah, because in that range, yeah, it was this range. It was a great goal for him. Then in the second half, it was great. Like Fornals getting goals and Fornals and like Zuma
Zuma
also
getting the
scoring.
third goal, yeah.
Yeah, and Bowen I think was brilliant. He got the 2 assists. He was great.
Mm. Declan Rice
And
has been absolutely amazing that game.
yeah,
Antonio was
exactly.
absolutely brilliant in that second half. And
Yeah,
Liverpool, all of a sudden they didn't want this kind of a game. And West Ham, after getting the first goal, they kind of sat back a little bit. They thought they might put on that low block and put some pressure on
Mm.
Liverpool, but that didn't happen. Liverpool came back, and the only way for West Ham to survive was to attack, and they did, and they
Attack.
get those 2 goals, and they could have been more. I mean, there was one from
Yeah,
Declan Rice hitting a bar from his header, and there was one goal
I
which was
know.
really missing from Van Dijk. If not for Van Dijk, there could have been more couple of more goals. Apart from Van Dijk, the defense was really bad, including Alexander-Arnold. We know him going forward; he's absolutely amazing, but
Yeah,
defensively, he's really bad.
yeah. Defensive. He has he doesn't like to defend much because he is brilliant going forward. But yeah, all in all, it was not that great performance from Liverpool because like West Ham were all over them. I
Mm,
think they could have scored. Yeah, they could have scored even more goals. But yeah, it was great. All in all, it was great. Declan Rice, I think he has been on fire this season.
mm.
I think now his value will be increasing like 200 million player now. Because last year he was 100 million, now he has double his
Yeah,
value.
he's been playing
Right.
brilliant. I think whole West Ham squad as a unit has been playing brilliant. David
Yeah.
Moyes has done a brilliant job on that West Ham side. Do you think too
Yeah,
early
great,
for
great.
United to sack him when he was at United?
I don't think so because he was he's not a title challenging manager, I guess. It was the first mistake United did was appointing Moyes
Mm,
because they would have gone for someone who has won titles and experience because we know after this such a successful era after Ferguson, it is going to take rebuild because new manager has to get time. He should be experienced and he should have won titles. Only then the club would have moved forward. But they went with Moyes, who is a good manager. Yeah, I accept it. He's a great manager, but he has not managed any title-winning
mm.
team. He was managing a Everton side who were like finishing fifth or sixth every season.
Let's see where he has got West Ham from from a championship side
Yeah,
to a top
he's a
four
good.
contender now.
He can manage a team like that who want to finish like around fourth or fifth like that. But title challenges, I doubt him. He is
Mm.
not a title winning manager. So I don't think he was a United type of manager. It was the first mistake United did. And for West Ham, he's a perfect because currently I don't think they will be having aspirations of winning the
Mm.
title right now.
Egos are
They will
more
be like,
important because at Manchester United, players have bigger egos. At that squad
yeah,
when Moyes came in, that squad had won titles and lots of titles, and the egos was way more better. And obviously, Moyes didn't have that kind of power on the dressing room. Right now, in this West Ham squad, he holds
yeah, he will be
all the
a top
cards.
control. Yeah, yeah, that's true because they are they're not much star players. Yeah, Declan Rice is, but these players have not won titles, so they are not like uh, they are the star players. They
Mm.
know how to win titles. It's not like that because Moyes will have more control. But the other team, yeah, they have title winning players: Wayne Rooney, Ferdinand, Vidic, everybody else. So yeah, so
A
it's
lot of
more
egos
difficult
there,
in there.
and it's obviously easy at West Ham. But let's give credit to the West Ham; they were brilliant in this game.
Yeah,
And
they
those,
are absolutely
yeah,
brilliant.
as a neutral, if you watch, or as a fan of a Chelsea fan, this was an absolutely brilliant second half game. Actually,
Yeah.
it was all over attack from West Ham side, and Liverpool kind of regressed in that that 45 to 60 70 minutes. They kind of regressed. Then they were 2-0 down, and all of a sudden they started attacking. They got one goal back from Origi, but we didn't really expect, if West Ham didn't do any errors, them coming back in this game.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think Liverpool have been like bit struggling after the United match because they drew against Brighton. Now they
Mm.
are losing in West Ham. Yeah, it's a bit surprising, but yeah, all in all it was a great performance from West Ham, and we expected West Ham to put up a good performance, but not like this. This was a great, even
Mm.
beyond our expectation. It was great
Do
performance
you
from
think
West
West
Ham.
Ham are the best side apart from the top four right now? I mean, not right now. Apart from the existing top four, I'll remove West Ham from that. Are they the best side from the traditional top four right now?
Yeah, at the current form, yeah, they're by far they're the best because Currently, they are, I think they're looking like sitting at second position, I guess, in
Third
the Premier
position.
League.
Yes, they are the equal points with Manchester City.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have
but
better goal difference.
hmm,
Yeah. So currently, they are heads of they are miles away. Other like with compared to Tottenham, Everton, even United, they are miles away. They are
hmm.
looking great. I hope they like put up same performance
You think they can sustain the
moving forward.
position till the end of the season?
That I'm not sure about that. Sitting at second position at the end of the season, it will be a dream season for them. But yeah, it will be difficult. But yeah, but I still guess they will be around like fifth or sixth, I guess,
Hmm.
because I think Conte will be improving Tottenham now, and Arsenal looking good. I hope United somehow will find some form.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think, but yeah, top four, I think it will be too hard for West Ham. But right now they are looking good. But the problem if they get any injuries to Antonio, then they'll be struggling because they don't have a striker apart from
Hmm.
Antonio.
Absolutely complete forward performance from Antonio in that game,
Yeah,
and Fornals again was absolutely brilliant in that game. You could actually
and
point out the whole West Ham squad and say they were absolutely brilliant with that going performance. And
but
we hear recently that they have been taken over that by the Czech billionaire. Yeah,
yeah,
he owns now about 40% of the whole club, and that's a huge thing.
yeah, huge investment. Yeah, so yeah, they'll be even getting more capital in. So yeah, they can sign more good players. As a bad like only bad thing happened was Opona has like got ACL, so he'll be missing. I think this season. He'll be
He's been
out.
huge for West Ham, and
Yeah,
they were not playing him in other matches just to keep him safe for Premier League, and he kind of unfortunately got that injury in that game, and
yeah,
he's out for a while now, I feel. And
yeah,
but it was all in all a great 3 points for West Ham, and really
yeah,
bad
brilliant.
points missed for Liverpool actually.
Yeah, first defeat of the season for Liverpool.
Mm, and a great way to come actually. This was a brilliant match, not a match where someone just snatched the victory. This was a great performance from West Ham, complete performance from West Ham.
Yeah, just great, great.
Let's move on to the next game. Chelsea versus Burnley. Chelsea were leading till what 80 minutes with that one nil, and they had some scintillating football. Actually, I mean it was all pinball in the whole first half. The only problem we had was no striker to put the goals in, but we were
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. I saw the game and we were on another level for the first for a few minutes. But the problem was we couldn't finish our dinner, and Burnley came back. What Burnley does, they scored one goal at 80 minutes and defended for their lives, and they took a point from us from Stamford Bridge. Fair play from Burnley. They do this every season. They come up towards the toughest squad and somehow take points from them. And
yeah,
unfortunately, it was Chelsea this time, and they took points from us. But still, great performance from Chelsea and Burnley against Sean Dyche. Brilliant. Do you think Burnley can survive again? Because I always
yeah,
told you, Burnley will do this. They'll take points when you're not expecting, and they'll survive this season.
yeah. They are improved now because they won the last match. Now they have won, like drawn against Chelsea. So yeah, they've got the momentum now. Momentum now. Yeah. So I think yeah, and they have an experienced manager and they have an experienced squad who know how to survive in Premier League. So
Hmm.
even I guess Burnley will survive. And finally, yeah, and Chelsea dropping points. But yeah, they survived like 3-4 matches without the striker. But yeah, finally the final match they
They
got
got caught up
like
with them. Yes,
yeah.
we know if you
So
don't have strike against Burnley and the way the low block football they play, it's really hard to
yeah,
break them down.
it's really hard to score goals. Yeah, because they sit so deep. They are like so composed. They don't make any errors, defensive errors. It's very hard to score goals against Burnley, even with the strikers. And without the striker, it's even harder. And yeah, then somehow Chelsea got a goal, but at the 80th minute, yeah, Burnley
It was really
probably
hard to
got a
come
goal.
back from 80 minutes. But all in all, it's
Yeah,
still a great performance from Chelsea, I would say, because
yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah,
it's still a point. And when we see opponents like Liverpool dropping points, it's always advantage for us to get every
yeah,
point we can. But still, I don't feel like it was a bad draw. I feel Burnley deserved it. They kind of stayed in the game for the last minute, and they definitely deserved something to take from it because they did. They had a chance to actually score another one, which Mendy kind of saved. So it was a brilliant performance for both the team. I wouldn't take much from this game, but we still go on top of the table for this international break.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's a good thing from Stamford Bridge right now. Let's go to the next one: Brentford versus Norwich, and Norwich wins this game 2-1,
So,
and Norwich sacked their manager after that.
yeah,
This
even more
is
surprising.
this is classic Norwich, I would say. They sacked their manager after winning the first game of the season.
Yeah, it was like it came from nowhere because I thought they would have sacked him before, but after getting the first Premier League win, he's being sacked. Yeah, it was like such a surprise for me. But the victory was surprising itself because
Hmm.
I didn't give them a chance against Brentford.
No one did.
Brentford
I
got,
didn't give. I personally didn't think Norwich would ever even score against Brentford, whereas they scored two
yeah,
and win the game.
yeah, it was really surprising. And at home, at Brentford home, it was even more surprising. But yeah, somehow they won. I
And we
feel
hear, but still no hopes for Norwich. They're still going down. But
yeah,
they get a personal victory on Brentford, their side, which came with them from the first
championship. Yeah,
football, yeah, from the championship. Norwich again are in talks to bring in Frank Lampard as their new manager. You think a decent
yeah.
appointment?
It's good opponent, but I don't think they will survive the season with that
Hmm.
squad because Lampard, yeah, he will be looking to get a better squad because the current Norwich squad, I don't think they are good enough for the Premier League. So
I personally think
I
it's a
think,
bad move for Frank Lampard because there's
yeah,
no hope for
I think it's
Norwich, and him going there is just gonna hurt his reputation as a manager. Unless he does
yeah,
something extraordinary and get them really close to surviving, then we can have some hopes. But as of right now, I feel I
big
don't
risk.
see Frank Lampard going there and doing anything much actually.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a
I,
I think it's a big risk for Lampard because he could even easily get sacked after some couple of matches if they lose like
hmm.
couple of matches. Then even he could get sacked because. So I think it's better not to take up the job because he can get a better team
Yeah,
because
he could wait for some time and get a team actually maybe in future where somewhere else. But because I see Norwich is a bad deal for him right now.
yeah, yeah,
Let's move on to the next game we have. I don't think we gave much chance again. Here that was Southampton Aston Villa. Southampton wins this. Aston Villa loses this. 5 games back to back, and Dean Smith is sacked again here.
yeah. Another surprise, another shock.
I
Yeah, it
think
was.
Dean Smith should have given more time. He had credit in the bank.
Yeah, he has such a great season last season, and now after losing some matches, yeah, he's getting sacked. I think yeah, he should have got some more like time because losing Grealish was a big miss for them.
Mm.
Then he brought in players, but players need time to settle in the Premier League, like Leon Bailey or
Leon Miller has been
Bundia.
injured the whole season, and
Yeah,
Bundaya has been really bad this season. Actually, he hasn't not
yeah,
been able
yeah.
to get in the ball, and Danny Ings coming in kind of have hurted Ollie Watkins in a way, so that he's not able to
But
put in
now
more chances.
Dannings has got injured as well, but he has
Hmm.
not been playing last couple of matches, I guess. Yeah, so although I think he should have got more time, Smith, because he's a good manager. We know, like last season, we saw how he performed really well with that squad. Yeah, it was really surprising, but we are hearing that Steven Gerrard is close to signing.
Very close to signing. We are hearing that he can be
Yeah,
a manager of Aston Villa by today or by tomorrow of this recording actually.
yeah.
And do you think this is
I
a
think,
good hire again? I mean, he managed Rangers, yes, but it's still Rangers in Irish league. Now him coming to Premier League in Aston Villa and him going against probably top four best manager in the whole world, and it's how hard the league is. Can he pick up this Aston Villa side?
but it's a good move for Gerrard because in the future he will be looking for the Liverpool job. So
Hmm.
it's a good he will get experience in the Premier League with Aston Villa. But yeah, for Aston Villa, even I doubt it's a great move because he doesn't have any like experience in English football, not even in the Championship. Yeah, he's like a manager of a Scottish team, but it's completely different. But yeah, let's see how he's going to
There's a
perform.
huge hype around Gerrard from past couple of seasons since he's been
Yeah,
managing Rangers. Now we'll get to know how much he is in the water when he comes to Premier League.
even I'm looking forward to that. I want to see how he manages, what's his game tactics,
Because
how
he
he's
doesn't have to
playing.
move change a lot because Aston Villa were pretty good actually last
Yeah,
season.
they
So he
they
didn't
have
have
a
to
good
do a
squad
lot
too.
of management.
Yeah, they have a good squad. That's why I'm telling it's a good move for Gerrard because Aston Villa have got a good squad. They have a complete squad. Unlike Norwich, where Lampard, I think he will be struggling with that squad. They don't have squad, have nothing. But Aston Villa have a great squad. If everybody
And
becomes
certainly
fit,
they can survive the Premier League with the squad they have, and they should.
yeah,
And
and they
Gerrard
should be
coming in,
surviving. Yeah.
Gerrard coming in might help that, and we might see Gerrard actually doing well with this team. But only
Yeah.
time will tell how good he is because Liverpool fans are watching him closely because they want him actually coming in into to Liverpool once Jurgen Klopp leaves. So it's going to be
Mm.
really interesting to see how Gerrard performs with the Aston Villa team. This might be his step up to Liverpool's job.
Yeah.
Talking
This
about
might be the audition.
Southampton, talking about Southampton, how good they are. They have been scoring one off goals, and they have been consistently defensively really good this
Mm.
season.
Yeah, that's what they're doing well because they're keeping the clean sheet. And somehow, if they get a goal, that's a bonus for them. They're getting
Hmm.
the 3 points. So yeah, I think they're looking good for surviving this Premier League again. And I think they are they are now 14 points, I guess. They are just 3 points away from United,
Hmm.
who are sitting sixth. So one lose, United can go to 14th position. It's
No
that
one gave a
close
chance
in
to
the table.
Southampton when the start of the season with the transfers they have had,
Yeah.
and they have credit goes to Hassan Hotel, the defensively sound team that he's made from Southampton. They rarely concede goals.
Mm. Yeah, that's a great thing for them because yeah, we know they lost a striker in Danning, so they are not going to score like goals for fun. So what they have like really compact defense now. They have made the defensive unit well, so they are not conceding goals. And if somehow they're getting odd goals here and there, and they're getting the 3 points.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think they look comfortable for the survival in the Premier League
Yeah, I think
right now.
absolutely brilliant work from Southampton or Alpha to getting this team to the point they are because I really thought they were strong contenders for relegation with the
Yeah.
transfer they've had, and they have done a brilliant job staying in the Premier League and performing the way they are performing. So it's pretty good what I'm seeing from Southampton. Let's go for the next game. Brighton Newcastle 1-1. Nothing surprising here again. Brighton gets that one goal and Newcastle gets another one. And the talking point here is Eddie Howe is the new manager of Newcastle.
Yeah. Yeah, they badly needed a manager, experienced manager. But yeah, let's see how Eddie Howe is going to perform with that squad because that squad really needs
I
improvement
think they're gonna
because
have certain players coming in January. I think definitely Josh King is a huge target for them because he was brilliant for Bournemouth when Eddie Howe was there,
yeah,
and I definitely think Josh King might be a big target for them. But it's not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be hard for them as well because the money they have right now with the financial backing, they can easily
mm,
get any player they want, and Josh King is
yeah,
not an exception there.
mm,
Do,
yeah,
do, do you really think Newcastle will do really good with this Eddie Howe as a manager with the squad they're going to get? It all depends on January window, right?
yeah. Exactly. They need a couple of good players, unless that even Eddie Howe will be struggling to keep them in the Premier League because
Mhm.
that squad is not really imbalanced squad they have got. They don't have a good midfielder. The defensive unit is not that great. They only have Wilson and like Maximin to look up to.
Mhm.
Others, I think most of the players need
Very
to go.
mediocre, actually. Very mediocre. Very similar to the Norwich side we see. But at least these
Yeah.
sides are putting up draws. But yeah, I would say a very similar side to Norwich, unless they have a proper transfer window this January. I think Newcastle will struggle actually. We'll have
Mm.
to see how Eddie Howe manages this Newcastle team. Only then we can be a judge of more. Let's go to the next match. Everton versus Spurs. First game of Antonio Conte. Still no goals on target. No shots on target from Spurs.
Yeah, but I think Conte will take some time. I think this international break will really suit Tottenham because then
Spurs, yeah.
yeah, Conte can brings his style to the players. They'll get more understanding of his style. So I think this is really good time for Spurs. That international break came at the right time,
Hmm.
and after the international break, I think they will be more suited to Conte's style of playing, and I think they will improve. And I think they have got like more like easier fixtures coming up, so they'll be looking to bounce back and getting the 3 points from there on.
They have some
And
good fixtures coming up from Spurs. Actually, very suitable for Antonio Conte. This might be a good
yeah,
run from Spurs, and they could end up somewhere, close to Manchester United or maybe above them if Manchester United are not
yeah, they
careful.
can go above management after winning one match and United lose the match. They are above United. I
Hmm.
think even Southampton can climb above United after winning a match, and if United lose the other match, so
Hmm.
United can end up like at 14th or 15th position if they lose another match.
Very
It's
high
really
time for
close
United.
in the
Actually,
table.
they have to be looking at the, they have to be looking at the, coaches like Zidane or Luis Enrique or someone who can come in right now and stabilize this team with the regression fall they're having right now. It's a free fall for United right now when you see the
Yeah,
points
but
dropping.
I don't see them sacking Ole now because if they had if they would have them, they would have sacked
Mm.
right after the City match. Not okay, not after Liverpool. Then right after the City match, they would have sacked him.
It's going to be interesting
Now,
to see how long they can keep this up.
yeah, yeah, they might win against Watford, but against Chelsea and Arsenal, I think they will be losing again.
Mm.
Then they will be in a holding position after that. I think they will end up like 14th or 15th. Then, yeah,
Mm.
I think
Will
only
be
then they
interesting
will
to
get to
see.
release how
Yeah,
bad they are.
I will. It'll be interesting to see how far they are confident with Ole after the Chelsea game, because this could be really bad for again. United, by if you like consider this Christmas break, they could really be down and gone. If they're not careful.
Yeah,
Let, let's
exactly.
let
Then the offer will be big, huge. Then,
hmm. Let's move on to the next game then. Sorry. Let's speak about Everton quickly before we move on. Everton again gets the draw. Decent game from Everton again, but nothing. They should have been winning this game actually, if not for that red card.
yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
hurted us. Kind of hurted the situation a lot actually in that game. They could have. We were seeing Everton actually going forward and creating problems for Spurs, and until they got that red card.
mm, yeah, exactly. I think they have been like a bit struggling like last couple of matches to score goals now. I
Hmm.
think they're really missing Calvert Lewin. I
I
think they
think he should be
really
back after this international break. It's a big relief
yeah.
for Everton.
So it's a good news for him if he's back. But they are really missing the striker right now. They don't have the presence in the middle to
Hmm.
hold up the ball and spread the passes from there.
Good
Richarlison is
international
a
break
good
for them
player.
as well. Good international break for
Yeah,
Everton as well. Actually, speaking, and a really good time for Spurs facing them. Actually, even that, because if they would have
yeah,
faced them after 2 weeks, it could have been really hard for them to take this point as well. But Spurs again, being Spurs, they have lost. I drew this one too again. I don't know how much Conte can weave his magic in this team, but we'll get to know that soon. Let's
yeah,
move on to Arsenal versus Watford. Arsenal wins this 1-0 easy.
yeah. Again, Arsenal, we expected this because Arsenal are in a good run of form. And Smith-Rowe, Smith-Rowe comes up with the goal. I think he has been exceptional and he deserves
Mhm.
the England call-up that he's got. Brilliant young player right now. I
Mm.
think, uh, and yeah, Arsenal are looking great now. I think 9 unbeaten run in the Premier League. It's a great for
Mm.
them.
And
After that bad start for losing all the 3 games in the start of the season, now they have come back really strong now. Great
credit
for
to
them now.
Arteta. Credit to Arteta with
Yeah,
the job he has done with his Arsenal team.
exactly.
We weren't expecting them to actually have this resurgence. And are we too quick to judge, because they are going to face Liverpool in the next game, and it could be 2 to 3. We know Liverpool are. There's a good amount of chances that Liverpool wins these games quite comfortably. But can Arsenal cause an upset in the next game?
Yeah, I guess Liverpool I really doubt because I don't expect Arsenal to win against Liverpool, to be
Mm.
honest. because they don't have the squad to do that. And yeah, if they get a point against Liverpool, it's great for them because they will keep their unbeaten run going forward. But it will be really hard for them against Liverpool. I don't think they have the squad to win against Liverpool. I think they are like currently they are like a top six team. So they're best like a top six team. I don't think they'll get into top four as well. Really, it will be really surprising if they get into top six. But yeah, current form they are really good. They're like looking good. They're getting the results. The young players are performing well. Smith Rowe is scoring goals. So currently they are looking good. But against Liverpool, I doubt them. I doubt they will be
Still not
getting
a
a
good
point.
side when they come up against top 4 or top 5 teams. But yeah, but
Yeah,
the current form they are in, you never know. They might actually do a cause an upset Liverpool, which I really hope they do. And Arsenal versus Watford again. Watford, again, disappointing from Claudio, but not too disappointing because they didn't lose more goals. It was just one goal from Arsenal. And the manner of goal that Smith Rowe scored, it's not too hurting for Watford. Do you really think Watford can survive this Premier League season, actually?
yeah,
Can they survive relegation?
yeah. Now it's really tricky. I think at the bottom, it's really tricky. It will be really close. I think I think this will be the closest season in the relegation battle
Mm.
because there are a lot of teams they can go down. It's
This all depends on the January window. I would say. I mean, the teams which do really well transfers here can actually survive
yeah,
this. And Watford are in a good position to survive. Actually, let's be honest. That they have some
yeah,
quite good wins, but they have to
mm,
keep doing this the whole season to survive.
mm. Yeah. Watford started really well. They were in really good momentum. They had the momentum going on, but they lost couple of matches. Then they sacked their manager, brought in Ranieri. He won a match, then again lost couple of matches. Yeah, so they have been inconsistent, but they have the points right now.
Mm.
Now they have to get a couple of more wins here and there, couple of hot points here and there. Yeah, then they can survive. Yeah, but it will be really close
Really
because
close. Yeah, I feel that it's really close too. Let's go to the closest rivals for relegation. The Leeds versus Leicester, and they somehow get one goal from Rafinha again. And Leicester comes back almost instantly, and they score another one, and it's a 1-1
yeah,
from Leeds. Good points for Leeds, but bad points draw for Leicester.
yeah, it's really good point for Leeds
Mm,
because I think I hope Leicester would be winning this match comfortably. Again, Leeds again it had to be Rafinha because I don't think nobody else in the squad is looking like scoring right now for
mm.
Leeds. Rafinha has to do all the work. He has to create goals. He has to score goals, and he's doing that. Somehow he's doing that. But yeah, again, Leicester scoring one goal, but couldn't get the winning goal. Both the teams, yeah. But I thought Leicester will be winning this match, but yeah, I think it's a really bad result for Leicester. Leeds,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think they
they
have
will be
dropped this two
happy
points
with
over
the
here.
point.
Actually, they could have easily, won this game because there was nothing
Yeah,
from Leeds going forward, and they were really I don't really see any team going struggling when they go to Leeds now because they have been a very mediocre side this whole season. We are not seeing the
mm,
Leeds which we saw last season in Premier League.
yeah,
I think they are a bit rusted. They are like a bit tired now. They're not able to keep up with the players. I think and teams have bit figured them out too. So they know how to play Leeds when they go now there, and it's.
yeah.
And Leicester kind of, I mean, got that. We know Rafinha is going to score. They could have closed him down, but yeah, again, not a big loss for Leicester. Again, we don't really see them challenging for top four title or anything. So again, decent results. We are hearing talks of Brendan Rodgers taking over United. Do you see anything truth anything truth there?
I don't think so because I think it's really rumors. I don't think this season Ole is getting sacked. It If he's getting sacked, it would be at the end of the season. But
Mm,
I really don't think Brendan Rodgers would be a candidate because he has an history with Liverpool. So I don't think the board will be encouraged
mm.
with Brendan
Apart from
Rodgers.
the Liverpool history that he has, would he be the right choice for United? Now, can he actually push on for a title? Do you see that happening with this squad and Brendan Rodgers?
But yeah, even I doubt that because I think United should go for an experienced manager who has like experience of winning titles. Yeah, Brendan Rodgers is a really good manager, but I think he needs time to build his type of squad
Hmm.
because we saw at Liverpool he struggled a bit. Then he is like built up his squad and they came close to winning the title. I think it took some 3-4 years for him. And even Leicester, he took some 2-3 years to build his squad. So then again, it would take time for him to.
Really huge time for actually doing that whole thing. But
Yeah,
yeah, again, with this, we have come to the end of the show, and we are trying to get this new segment in. We are trying to do this hero of the week and villain of the week. And
yeah.
let's start this week. Who do you think will be hero of the week? I mean, this game week.
Like as a player, you're talking about.
As a player, as a performance, it could be manager, it could be player, it could be anything.
Yeah, I think as a manager, it would be Guardiola because
Hmm.
he was great in that match. I saw an incident like City were leading 2-0, and Guardiola was like really going at his own players. Like
Hmm.
I think they didn't like track back some in one of the incident. He was like really having a go at the players. And at 2-0, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sitting comfortably at the seats and enjoying the match. As if
I think we
Liverpool are
have come
winning
to that.
2-0.
I think we have come to that expectation from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer since I've seen he's never too animated when he sees his team losing. Whereas Pep Guardiola, even they're 2-0 up, he'll keep exasperating his whole team,
Yeah.
like go on to win that whole game.
So I think that is the attitude a manager should be having. He should be like, even when we are winning, I think he should be on the toes of the players because only then players would be like looking to perform well. And we saw that because United, nobody is going to press, nobody is like likes to defend. Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Sancho, Greenwood, everybody, they just go for namesake. They don't defend for like the City players do
Hmm.
because the manager doesn't have a shout at them. They are not getting. I think they are not getting the positive for
Hmm.
getting pressing the match. Yeah, it's really bad right now. So yeah, I think Guardiola for that. Like
Deserves the hero of the week. Yeah, I completely
yeah,
agree. It could be Guardiola because he's been brilliant again in this game. And let's go to the villain of the week. Really solid career again. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer again there. Who do you think is going to be villain of the week this season? I mean, not this season again. This week.
as this week, of course, it's gonna be on it.
I mean,
Has
really
to.
stupid decisions from Ole again, and putting in Bailey there when absolutely not required. He could have started with Jadon Sancho, I feel, and a lot of managerial mistakes, no managerial sound at all, and players then. I think he has lost the dressing room. Personally, I feel
Yeah,
they're not responding to him. Absolutely
exactly.
zero tactics. When you see opposition singing Ole at the wheel every now and then, it's just horrible as a United fan to actually watch more of the game. And yeah, he absolutely deserves to be villain of the week more than yeah, Guardiola deserves a hero of the week. I think
Yeah,
bang on there. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves that position. And yeah, with that, we have come to the end of the podcast, and again a brilliant podcast. And we'll with this we go to international break. I hate this international break period. Again, no
yeah,
matches. It absolutely bores me out the whole weekend, but gives me a bit of time to go out. uh,
yeah.
but yeah, we'll see you guys again next week. Till then, if you guys like our content, please like, subscribe, and share our channel, and we'll keep getting you contents no matter what. And with this, we'll see you again next week. Yeah, I will see you again next week.
Yeah,
uh,
next week with the review.
yeah, till then, have a good day, have a good week, have a great weekend,
Yeah.
and we'll see you again next week. Come on, bye
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
bye.